Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video, and this video is going to be all about a full glam and a really brown smoky eye. I feel like I've done a lot of brown smoky eyes, but I'm going to do kind of like a twist on this brown smoky eye. And I hope you guys can hear me because this scarf is suede and I feel like I can't hear anything. It's so thick. Oh, there you go, that's better. The scarf is so thick. Whenever I wear it, I always have a problem hearing, and I just have to be like, huh? What did you say? In my previous video, I talked about my oily skin, and I basically tested out a bunch of my foundations. I tested out which one works well for me and my oily skin and which one lasts throughout the day, and I found the one. But before I get into foundation and all of that good stuff, I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. Alright, for my brows, I just take a black eyeshadow and just fill my brows in because I feel like my brows are really dark, and with a black eyeshadow it can be really defined. So I'm just taking any black shadow and just filling them in. I'm just gonna speed up this process because you guys have seen me do my brows so many times. Alright, time to prep the eyelids. For some reason I can't find my P. Louise base in Ruma 04, so I'm going to have to use the Ruma 02. It is a tad a bit light on me, so it is going to look like stark white, but let's hope I can blend that out and make it look all good. Just going to blend out my concealer. For my brows I just do it anyhow, to be honest. I know some people take their time doing their brows, but brows is one thing I hate doing. You want to get them perfect, but you know in your head they're never going to come out perfect, so you're just like, leave it. That's me doing my brows anyhow. I'm going to go ahead and pop the P. Louise base on. Wow, this one is really white. I think I'm going to have to just mix it in with my foundation because I feel like this is way too white. Pop a little bit of the Too Faced foundation. Okay, that's way better. My throat is killing me and I've got such a bad stomach ache. I was going to film this yesterday, but then I put it off, and now I'm having to literally film this today with a bad stomach. Got really bad cramps and I can feel a cold coming through, so it isn't a good combo. Okay, I feel like it's looking very cakey around here. I'm thinking, should I wipe it off, do it again, or just ride through it? I can always ride through it because I don't have anywhere important to go today. So I think I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, onto the eyes. I'm going to go ahead. I always use my Jaclyn Hill palette, so I'm going to switch it up and use my Beauty Bay Fiery palette, which looks like this. I'm going to take the shade called Hot Sauce. It's like a bright orange shade for my transition colour. Dot. Applying that on the transition and above the transition, kind of being very messy with that because it's a transition shade and most of it's going to get covered up. Just need a little bit of that peeking through so it looks like I blended my eyeshadow. Next I'm going to take the shade Caramel Sauce, which is like a brown shade, and I'm going to apply that on my eyelids. So with the same brush I'm going to take Caramel Sauce, just kind of concentrate that on the eyelids. Don't mind if it goes slightly near the transition shades because I am going to go ahead with like a stick kajal. Next I'm going to go ahead with the Laura Geller New York Kajal Long Wear Eyeliner Smoky Taupe Kohl. Wow, that was long. Let me try that again. Laura Geller. Let me try that again. Laura Geller Kajal Long Wear Eyeliner Smoky Taupe Kohl, which looks like this. It's basically a dark brown kohl pencil, but I love to use these on my eyelids because they are so amazing, super easy to use. So what I like to do is apply that just on my eyelids like so, and then with like a small brush like this is the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease brush. I'm going to start blending that out, but I'm going to apply a bit of eyeshadow on this brush as well to help that kajal blend out. And I'm going to take the P. Louise palette. I absolutely love this palette, and I'm going to take the shade Latte. Just going to grab a generous amount and start blending that out. Alright guys, my card was full, so sorry if it like stopped in the middle as I was doing my eyeshadow. I'm just going to quickly go ahead and apply a little bit of that kajal or kohl again and start building the colour up. Okay, so far this is just like a brown smoky eye. I'm going to go ahead and apply a bit of glitter on that. And I'm going to take, I don't know if this is like a rose goldy shade, or I feel like I can see specks of rose gold, which I don't want. Let me try to get this open. Nope, doesn't want. Oh, I'm pulling the wrong side. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. This is a NYX glitter. This is definitely, I don't know if you guys can see, it looks brown in the bottle, but it's actually quite pink rose goldy, so that is a no. Okay, now what I'm going to do, because that was the plan, I was going to use that glitter. I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and use like a normal eyeshadow to do this. And the only eyeshadow that I can think of at the moment is in the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I didn't want to use. This palette, it just has every colour that I use, and I feel like everyone has this palette now, so it will be easier for me to do tutorials on this palette, even though I just use the browns. I'm going to take the Real Techniques smudge brush and I'm going to apply a bit of fixing spray. This is the Revolution Supreme Hold finishing spray. I'm just going to apply a little bit on my brush and go ahead with this shimmery shade, which is like a dark brown shimmer here. I'm going to grab a generous amount on my brush and I'm going to start packing that on. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that with my fingers. Actually, it will give me like a better payoff. I wanted the glitter to be very subtle, like you can still see it but you can't see it, sort of thing. Okay, I think I'm happy with this, even though this wasn't the plan. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I kind of like the way this looks, and I'm going to move on to my face. Okay, for my base I'm going to use the MAC Prep and Prime. I've been using this for ages now and I love the way it feels on my skin. Don't neglect the forehead, which I always do. I always forget about my forehead. Next I'm going to go ahead and use a primer. I'm using the NYX Total Control Primer Base. I'm just going to pop a few drops on my cheeks, a bit on my nose, a bit on my forehead and chin, and I'm just going to rub that into my skin. This feels like velvet on your skin. It feels amazing. I feel like I can tell it smoothed out my skin. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like it just feels and looks very smooth. Onto the foundation. The foundation I've been using recently and I've literally tried out. I've worn this for I think 12 hours on Monday. Not Monday. Was it Monday? No, Friday. Friday. I wore this baby. This is the Estee Lauder. Why am I holding it so awkwardly? This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation and I'm in the shade 4W2 Toasty Toffee. I've been using this recently and it's literally held up and literally is a game changer for me now, because obviously, as you guys know, I have oily skin now and every foundation that I've worn, most of my foundation I've tried out already, my oils just seep through. Quite a few of you guys on my comment section recommended the Estee Lauder, which I already had, and I tried that out and I'm like, wow, that is what I needed in my life. Absolutely love the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I've used it before many times. I've literally finished my foundation and I got it back up, thank God. I'm going to take a brush to do this, so instead of using a beauty blender to apply, I'm using a brush to apply it, and then I'm going to go ahead with the beauty blender and blend it out. Just got a bit of foundation on my brush and I'm just going to distribute that before I blend it out. And this foundation is full coverage foundation and I feel like it looks amazing on the skin as well. I know some foundations can be full coverage and looks quite cakey on the skin. This still manages to look like skin, which I'm so happy about. I'm going to go ahead with the NYX sponge, really tap that into the skin, and it will just pick up any excess foundation that I have on my skin. Like, it just looks really smooth and very skin-like at the same time, but gives me full coverage and holds up very well, which is really important. Okay, at this point my hijab is a mess. Okay, for concealer I'm going to take the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 9. I was about to say number 2 for some reason, I don't know why. In number 9, which looks like this. It looks like a pencil with the eraser on top, which is really cute. This shade is a tad bit too dark for me, so I'm going to use this to mainly kind of conceal. I'm going to go ahead with a lighter concealer on top of this. For my lighter concealer, I'm going to take the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C10. I'm going to leave that on for at least a minute or 2 minutes, let it like sink in and let it be a bit sticky. That's the way I like to conceal, because I feel like when I do this method, my concealer doesn't crease on me. When I use concealer that's a little bit on the watery side, it can get very slippy, slidey, and it can crease under the eyes, which I don't like. I leave that on for a few minutes until it gets sticky. The Revolution concealer dries very fast, so I might not leave that on for too long, because I can already see that it's beginning to like settle in, which I like. This is a good sign for me. So yeah, I'm going to give that a few more seconds. And I just like to kind of make the process faster by flapping my hands around and drying it faster. I think that looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and yeah, that looks good. It's quite sticky. I'm just going to blend that out. The only thing with this sponge is I can't get into my inner corners, which is so annoying. I have to go in with a different sponge to do that. While I'm blending out, I'm kind of taking it a little bit down, not too much further down onto my cheeks, but just a tad bit. I'm just going to blend the nose. Okay, gonna have to take a different sponge. It has to be a dirty one because I didn't wash this, and I'm just gonna blend the inner corners out. To set that in place, I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder and Setting Powder in the shade Blondie. I absolutely love this powder. I've tested it out on my previous video, so I'll leave the link down in the description box so you guys can check that out. I absolutely love this powder. I don't think I gave my full-on review on this powder, but it held up well. It looked flawless throughout the day, and it didn't get cakey, and looked freaking amazing under the eyes. And I think I'm going to grab another shade. I think I'm going to grab the one before this, the lighter one, and I think I'm going to grab a backup of Blondie. When I really like products, get myself loads of backups in case it gets discontinued or something. I'm just going to pick up a generous amount and leave that under there like that. What I like to do is first tap the product into my skin to really set that in place, and then I go ahead and bake. And I feel like this would just secure the concealer. Tap a little bit on my chin, on my forehead. I think I need a little bit more under this eye. Alright, moving on, I'm going to go ahead and contour. I feel like contouring is my favourite part. It like knocks down a few pounds from my face. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that on the areas I would usually contour. On my previous video, the comment section has been going crazy. A lot of people think I'm pregnant. No guys, I'm not pregnant. And I know I've gained a lot of weight. That's just because I'm eating good. That is because I'm eating good, girls. I feel like once you're married, you've got like a partner to go everywhere with you, and when I mean everywhere, I mean to all the food places. I'm just going to go ahead and chisel out my contour because it is looking a bit sloppy at the moment. The Huda Beauty powder again, give it a good few whacks. I'm going to go ahead and chisel my cheeks, and I'm just going to bring the powder down. I'm going to go ahead and do the other cheek. Okay, that one's a bit messy, but never mind. And I'm just going to apply a little bit more powder onto my forehead. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply a bit of bronzer. I'm going to take the Cheerleader Bronze Squad by Benefit. It's like a whole book. I'm going to take the shade Hula Caramel, which is this one here. This is basically a caramel version of the original Hula bronzer. I'm just going to bronze my face, and while I bronze my face, wow, my hijab is getting so dirty. While I bronze my face, I'm going to get rid of the powder under the contour. I'm going to grab original Hula and I'm going to contour with that. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. I should know that Hula bronzer doesn't work on my skin tone. Like, I feel like it doesn't look good on me. Just makes me look very muddy, whereas the Hula Caramel is way better. I think I managed to fix that. I'm going to leave it like that before I destroy my makeup. I'm just going to wash away. Wow, I'm not with it today. I'm just going to brush away the powder under her eyes. I'm just going to quickly contour my nose. For my blush, I'm going to take the Zoeva palette. This is the Zoeva Premier palette, and it just has a blush, a bronze. Actually, they're all blushes, I think. This is what the palette looks like, and I'm going to take, not this shade, I'm going to take this shade here. Apply that on my cheeks while I smile very awkwardly. This blusher blends out much more easier than my Makeup Geek blusher. My Makeup Geek blusher can get a bit chalky and very hard to blend out. I feel like this one is so like feathery and like buttery, and it blends out so easy. Alright, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and apply some lashes. I'm going to take the KM lashes. These are my favourite lashes. I'm not sure which style this is in, but this is what it looks like. I think it's the style SA684 from the Goddess collection. Or actually, maybe I should go with the KM Opulent collection. Let me see which one looks better. No, I don't know which one to apply. I think this one looks better actually. I'm going to go in with the KM Opulent collection. This is in the style R25. Why am I showing you guys an empty box? They slightly remind me of the Lily lashes in Mykonos. I'm going to quickly apply that off camera and I'll be back with you guys. Alright, lashes are on. This is what the lashes look. They are very heavy, right? These are really heavy. I haven't worn like heavy lashes in ages, so this feels really weird to me. I'm going to go ahead with a bit of the Hoola Caramel and run it underneath my lash line. I'm going to grab the Zoeva Detailed Shader brush, which is a really small tiny brush. I'm going to go back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and grab the shade that we used on our lids, which is the shimmery brown shade, and I'm going to run that through my lash line. I haven't done this before, like I never take shimmery shades underneath my lash line, but I think I'm going to do it today because that brown is beautiful. Oh yes, that does not look bad at all. I'm actually going to spray a bit of fixing spray on my brush to really help that colour pop. Okay, I really like the way this looks. This looks very smoky. I'm going to take the Benefit Their Real Mascara and just run a bit of that on my bottom lashes. Nearly poked my eye out. Alright, mascara is on. On to highlighter. I'm going to use this Glam Glow highlighter. This highlighter is so bright. I'm going to use a teeny bit today because I've got a full-on glam going on. I'm going to use the middle shade for my inner corners and my cheekbones. Just taking a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I think I'm going to take a little bit of that on my brow bone. I always forget about my brow bone. Just going to apply a little bit of that. Look how bright that is, and I'm just taking like a small amount as well. I'm just literally dabbing my brush onto and just going ahead and applying that. Really bright. I love the way it looks now, but I'm going to go ahead and go in with it. That is one of my favourite highlighting palettes. Alright, lastly for my lips, I'm going to go ahead with a nude lipstick. I'm going to go ahead with a Colourpop liquid lipstick in the shade Punch Bowl. It's like a orangey shade which looks beautiful on my skin tone. Take off my lip gloss and start lining my lips. This shade is absolutely beautiful. I feel like this is my favourite nude now, and I like to mix that in with the shade Ashton from ABH as well. I'm going to take the ABH Ashton and just mix both of them in. That is my perfect nude. Lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and apply beauty spots. So I like to apply this wherever I have like a spot going on. I have one here, I'm just going to make that into a beauty spot. Alright, lastly I'm going to go ahead and take the Revolution Supreme Hold Finishing Spray and just apply that. Just swallowed a bit of that spray and it does not taste nice. It tastes like medicine. Blech. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. It will mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.